means we're live when I give you that awkward look. Let's hear from you guys if you can see and hear us good. And we got Hoss Daddy, Illinois. Chad Henderson says what's up. Jammer62 watching from Lower Alabama. And then we got KY, Kai Baby Kitty, maybe, from Kentucky. Very, very cool. Yeah, let us know if you can hear us. Make sure you can see us all right. I think the video's fine. Just want to make sure the audio's good. Looks like our connection's good. Andrew, good to hear from you. Hope you guys are good. Hoss Daddy says he has no sound. Brandy, good to see you. Let's, I just turned on a different volume, so let me know if that's working or if there's an echo now or if it's just clear. Andrew said all good. I'm going to take your word for it. Worth Anderson, good to see you. Good evening from Great Smokies, Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. That was a pretty ride. Moonshine says he can hear and see us. Good. We're all good to go. Yes. We're home. We're home. It feels good. So you guys probably been following along. We did our 13,000 miles, 54 days. We cut it a few days short. I think we went live right when we got back, and then, no, right when we got back, we went to Hot Springs. And then we were home for a couple days, and then Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. You guys know it was Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. It's not that anymore. Rally off exit 86. And we were supposed to go live. What happened?
I got drunk.
Go figure. So Tate, we were sitting there, I don't know what bar we were at, Missy's White Rabbit, I think. And Tate just, and this is probably about like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And Tate looks over and says,
You know you were supposed to go live tonight. And I was like, oh, shit, man. I got that flutter in my chest. I was like, damn it. Yeah.
And if you guys don't know, Tate, James Tate, he's on here a lot. He is from Canada, and with some help of some other Ornery ass members, got his bike across the border, and yeah, he just took a couple of weeks and rode and enjoyed it. He came on down to Eureka Springs, Rogers area last weekend, hung out with us, had a great time. But yeah, Tate.
9mm James. Yeah. So, in the last couple of weeks, Steph and I have been really busy, and this whole couple of months, guys, it's just been nonstop. I want to really quickly address you members. We're going to do your drawing this coming week. We should have done it this week. When we do our members only hangout, I'll explain to you everything that's going on. There's been a shit ton of stuff's changed for us here in the last month. So a lot of good things, a lot of things moving in our direction, in the right direction. All positive, all good stuff. Absolutely loving it. So in the mix of this, so we have truly been doing Steph's not been going to bed till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning every night. We're getting up and hitting the bricks in the morning, doing our thing. A lot of phone calls, a lot of meetings, a lot of traveling back and forth from Rogers to Eureka Springs to home, involving a bunch of good moving parts here in Arkansas and surrounding states, and upcoming next year. So we're already starting to plan. I mean, honestly, before we got back from our big trip, I was already planning another big trip Real quickly though, if you guys are joining us and you don't know who the fuck we are, I'm the Ornery One and she's the Ornery Squaw. Plain and simple. We show our lives a lot. We're starting to show a lot more of our life, but mainly it's Steph and I on two wheels, meeting and traveling these roads in the U.S. And that could change soon. We could be going abroad, or maybe down southern or Indigenous, or maybe northern Indigenous. A lot of good stuff's coming up though with you members. I'll be discussing more about that. A lot of good stuff. But we will be holding y'all's giveaway. We'll be doing our drawing. Real quickly, I'll show all of you guys what we'll be drawing for. We'll be doing some makeup drawings because we're behind. One thing that we'll be giving away is the saddlebag cooler from Rick Rack. That's one thing that we'll be giving away right there. Box is a little beat up from shipping, but it's all good. That's one thing that we'll be giving away. Another thing that we'll be giving away, you want to go into it now? Another thing.
It's okay. I was just looking, making sure that.
The other thing that we'll be giving away to you members will be, let me get it. Oh, a great Sena product, the 50R dual set. So we actually have two of these units that we'll be giving away. So this is a dual set, and that is a dual set as well. So these will be the things that we'll be giving away. I mean, pretty damn good drawings. If you don't, you know.
If you guys don't have a comm system already, you guys know that
Yeah.
we use the Sena 10C. That's the brand of comm systems that we are always giving away. We love Sena products. We love the people there within Sena. They're out there at the rallies and events, just like like your everyday rider. Super cool people. Which Alyssa's kind of doing her. She's got her hands full. If you guys don't know who Alyssa is, she's very involved with Sena, but she also has her own kind of media page going on Instagram. She's freaking awesome at editing, and a lot of the videos that they've got on the Sena website, she's got her hands in it, and it's super cool to watch that unfold. And
so
I just love it.
I love Alyssa too, and she's been helping us from the get-go, and that's we're gracious to her. And all the videos that you see of us here on YouTube when we're riding the bike, that's from that Evo action camera from Sena. Steph has one on her helmet, and I've got one on mine. So that's what you're hearing, the audio and the video from. That is really becoming our workhorse, along with our cameras on our phone. So our iPhones, we use iPhones. So I got the 12, and I think you got the 11. You guys know the 13 came out. I'm kind of curious about that 13 as well. And another thing I've been seeing too, is GoPro came out with the 10.
Oh gosh, see, okay.
And then we also use their 360.
I think GoPro and iPhone, it's like right there. Like
Dude,
once you come out with the new one, you barely learn all the features, and there's either an update or a whole nother better, bigger device.
And that's one thing we're talking about too. And we've been Flip NA, if you know Flip Boy, we've gotten to know each other pretty good, and talking about 360 cameras, and he used the Insta 360, which we have the GoPro 360. So we're always talking about how all that stuff works, seams together. But down to it though, I mean that is our workhorse. You guys seeing those videos? That's what it's off of. It's the Sena units, and we don't have a damn bit of problem with them.
No, we love them.
Charge them. We have to change out the card, of course, but I jump on that bike, hit the button, boom, I'm linked to Steph, she's linked to me, and we're off and running. Hit the record, or it takes pictures, bam, you're gone. So
I want to say really quickly, Gears and Gadgets, thank you so much for your shout out there and your super chat. He said, congrats on closing in on 20K here on YouTube.
Oh, really?
I respect the grind.
No shit?
Yeah. So I appreciate that so much.
Dude, you were sick sometime back. I hope you're doing all right.
Yes. If you guys don't know, he has a channel here on YouTube also. Definitely check out him, fellow YouTuber, content creator. We respect that. I respect the fact that you respect that. I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, dude. Yeah, talking about that, it's a great subject. Steph and I talk about this a lot, how much I feel like you and I produce for just two people That's
always
it.
producing.
Always be producing, always be promoting, always be creating. And that is from the time we open our eyes to they shut. And then when they shut, I'm dreaming about it. So the process of learning, editing, and marketing and social media.
There's a saying in sales,
Always be closing.
ABC, always be closing. So I'm going to say screw that. It's going to be ABP. So always be producing. Always be
Production.
Yeah, just like always a production, always producing, always putting stuff out there. It's the grind. It's
it's a serious
nonstop,
thing.
and you've got to love it to be in it.
It takes a toll on you too, as you
it does. Which Moonshine was just saying that your voice sounded pretty rough and tired, so he said, "Get the man a shot of whiskey."
Well, you can. Yeah, that went on last night. A lot of tequila.
Lots of tequila.
Yeah, we just got back home and we've been hitting the road really hard, guys. We've been like I'm just saying. So last night we cut loose for really about 3 hours, you know, and then we even thought about going dirt road and enjoying ourselves, but we got back and was like, you know what, we went to bed. So we've been really working hard. We got some good things coming in the works, so I'm excited to share with you guys. You want to catch up any comments over there?
Yeah. Let's see. Well, Gears and Gadgets said, I'm good now, slow recovery, but I'm doing good. That's good to hear. Chris Polly says, hi all. So Chris and Molly were here also in the Ozarks for the rally off exit 86. Super cool to actually officially meet them in person, hang out and stuff. It was awesome. It was cool. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Really cool, quick story. So they're the ones that went up and got Tate's bike from Canada. Crazy story. They're Ornery ass members. Tate was needing a little help getting his bike across the border because of COVID. He could fly across, but he can't drive across. So they were able to go up, cross the border, get his bike, bring it across the border. Tate flew down, grabbed his bike, and then they rode. No shit. Crazy. Crazy to see it unfold. No big deal to them. You know, they're just riding motorcycles and hanging out. But for me, it was a big deal because, well, that's our community helping our people. You know, it's our people helping each other. So to see that all play out, and I was even in my head like, you got to be fucking kidding me. But that's exactly what they did. So Tate somewhere still in the U.S., probably he's up in Illinois or up in there somewhere, I believe.
I think so.
He went down to Texas after he left last weekend, and it was like we stayed out really late each night. We had a great time, and that's one thing about Steph and I. We're not just talking the shit and riding a motorcycle and hit a place and take out because we're too fucking cool to hang out. We party, and I mean we shut the bars down. That's what we do. It's no lie. I mean, I feel like we're the old school bikers for sure. And that's exactly what we did. And then Tate and I split ways. And was like, dude, I'll see you tomorrow. And then I think he slept. And, of course, we went and did our gig that we were needing to do in Eureka and Rogers. And then later that night, we split and actually come on home. We just wore out. We was going to stay another night. And I was like, shit, let's just get it. And another thing, we got a hotel that had a bunch of roaches.
Oh, gosh.
Shit. It was just a shithole motel. And Steph was like, I can't take this. And I was like, you know what, let's go home. So then I didn't see Tate anymore. It was just like, oh, the hell, man. We came on home. He was like, all right, cool. I'll catch up with you later. And then bam, he was in Texas. Another thing really cool about the Moto community, you see them one day, the next day you're states and states away. It's just an amazing thing. Cool.
And so what we're talking about, if you guys don't know, is our members. So there in the chat, you can kind of see some names that are highlighted, and then you can kind of see a little emoji beside their name. Those are members, and we have 3 different tiers. But we also, which is cool, and like everyone kind of gets to know each other, even though we're all across the map, is we do have a Facebook group just for our members where we chat and share things and stuff like that. We do have a Discord also. We're not very
I'm not on it.
Savvy on Discord. I've got a girl here who is a brilliant she knows her shit with Discord. But it's just one of those things. We're not very active on Discord, but it is there if members are already on Discord. have at it and stuff like that. But I want to give also a big thanks to Mike Bodine for your super sticker. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks, Mr. Bodine.
And Nancy actually brings up a really good point. She said, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. So yes, if you guys are watching this, I ask you, please hit that thumbs up. Please like our video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We go live.
Forget about that.
Every Friday night, unless we forget to go live. It's usually Friday or Saturday night that we go live each week, wherever we're at. And yeah, we try and document all of our rides for you guys. So definitely subscribe if you haven't. Share the video. That helps us also. Mike's GoPro, you'd said, been following you guys since the beginning. Can't afford a super chat. Dude, that's no, you don't worry about that. We appreciate you guys being here. We appreciate you guys watching us. Share our video.
Yeah.
Subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, so we
pause.
appreciate you.
Let's pause right there. It's okay. I don't give a shit. I appreciate it, but I ain't looking for it. I'm not. We're doing this because this is what we set out to do, and at the end of the day, we're growing. And just to be honest with you, we're not doing this for no reason at all. We love what we do, and we're working really hard. But I'm not coming on here and expecting you to super chat me or stick or anything. We appreciate it, but we're not gonna. We try to keep up with all the chats. We're just.
Our kind of philosophy as far as going live each week is it's just us doing our videos. It's just us keeping up with our website. It's just us sending out your merch that you buy. It's just us answering the comments and emails and stuff like that. So we're a little bit slower than most, I feel, on producing videos. And we do ride so much that I've got so many videos we are behind on producing those. So going live each Friday night kind of gives you an insight of wherever we're at. Like at the moment. We went live in California during the Born Free rally. There was no service there, so we went to Cook's Corner, went live. We'll go live at different rallies and events if it's falling on a Friday, just to give you guys a little insight and see what's happening.
And I encourage everybody that I feel like we get a lot of tons of messages and through all the platforms. Can't get to them all. But if you really want to talk to me, come on Friday night. Ask me your question and hang out with me. I post it, and it ain't about the money. It's about us giving back to you, and us communicating because you're giving back to us by communicating with us, and this is our time to talk. So if somebody's really interested in us, I feel like you come on Friday night and we can talk. Or we do it every Friday night. You can't make one, I get that, or every one. But if you wanted to, you could come over here and kind of meet us virtually. And that's your opportunity. And that does kind of fucking piss me off, though, because we do have people out there, I'll just be fucking blunt with you, that says, oh, man, we're at the rally. We'd like to meet you. And I was like, cool. And we have meet and greets. We post where we're going to be at. And then they'll go, oh, and I get it. We missed you. I get that. And then the next rally come on, and they're there, and they're like, hey, man, I missed you again. I'm sorry, this. And I'm just like, damn, that shit does
Yeah, because we really do want to meet you guys. When y'all send a message and say, we want to meet you guys, we're like, okay, we're meeting so-and-so. They're going to be here.
We'll
and then
be here.
We never see you guys
and then it's just another message like, hey, man, I was there, but I missed you. I get it, again and again. But the opportunity to meet us is pretty it's high because we're out there in the moto world doing our shit, hanging out at all these different rallies going through everywhere. So there's somewhere to this point there you could meet us, or you can come over here and talk with us, So we try to make ourselves very accessible.
And you totally don't have to do that. But Gears and Gadgets, thank you so much. He said on behalf of Mike's GoPro. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but that's just badass. That's very cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. So talking about merch and stuff, Terry, you asked, how do I get your stickers? So we have our stickers on our website for sale. If you come and meet us at a rally and event, we have stickers on us all the time. They don't cost anything when you meet us in person. I'll just give you some stickers. But you are a member, so once we get caught up with stuff, we've only been home for a couple weeks now, I will be sending out new members stickers.
We ain't been home. We've been home for a minute. We're back out. Yeah, so you remember you're going to get some swag anyway, but if you're out there, we did run out of stickers. We've had a reorder, and we were upgrading some stuff too. So as we're reordering, like Steph is improving and changing some of our logo, fine tuning. Also with our shirts, the company that we use here, well, at the end of the day, pretty clearly Stephanie, not talking shit, but Stephanie's very in depth in her emails, and it's pretty hard to fuck up shit. But I feel like they just kind of dropped the ball a little bit and then kind of shoved the blame on over her. We went over the email, and I was like, fuck that. We're just going to change companies. So we're in the process of changing companies right now with our shirts. Because
we don't keep a lot of inventory on hand just because it's just us two, and yeah, we live on a budget just like everybody else. I don't take our income from YouTube and just like go blow it on something. Like we account that and try and put that back into the Ornery One and to grow and stuff like that. So I don't keep a lot of merch on hand in inventory. So if you guys order, and I know there's a couple of orders that are out there that have been ordered for about 3 weeks. So those shirts that were ordered, we got them in, and somehow they were all printed onto tank tops. So that was kind of like the confusion and mess up. So bear with me. All those orders are being reprinted, but from now on, we are moving our shirt supplier or orders, whatever you want to call it, to a different company. So
taking a business elsewhere.
Yes.
Piss us off.
Anyways, all that's just a bunch of rambling. Anyways, Desert Rose, good to see you. She said just got back to the camper, so they are with some family this weekend. Pretty cool. Wasn't for sure if she was going to be able to join us because of the internet. We've been there.
Oh yeah, so hanging out, man. It's Friday night.
Mike Morris said, I think I met you all 4 times in Sturgis and went on the ride. Yes.
Yeah.
And I hope the tattoos are healing up good.
That was fun.
Yes. Matt Griffin, good evening to you.
Amen.
Very cool.
So we're getting geared up and got our sights set on Ride the Ozarks Rally here at home. It'll be in Harrison, Arkansas. It'll be up here at our fairgrounds. Steph has just in the last couple of weeks taken over the bike show. I'm kind of curious how all that turns out. It was kind of dropped in her lap in a sense. Being her, she took it on, and she's working really hard at that as well. She's going to drop the flyer up here. Steph also made the flyer, which I always love seeing her stuff that she does with graphics. So this is our flyer for our bike show during the Ride the Ozarks Rally, like I said, here at home. It'll be coming up next week. It'll be really neat. One thing I'm very proud of about this show is that we will have a class that it will be people's choice. So if you come to our rally, and you will get the chance to vote for your favorite bike. And it's really cool because I'll let you take it over from there.
Yeah. So our people's choice, I want to involve everyone. That's kind of like the purpose of a people's choice too. But everyone that comes to the rally, I want them to be able to have a say-so in the bike. Check out all the bikes, of course. But people's choice, it's going to be called Useless People's Choice. So that is honoring Ulyss Youngblood. You guys have heard us talk about Ulyss Youngblood. He left a very big impression on our motorcycle community, especially here in the Ozarks. And he was quite a character. But his name's Ulyss. And if you ever got the chance to meet him or even hear stories, he would always tell people that his name was short for useless information. So Ulyss Youngblood, I want to dedicate this People's Choice to him. So it's called the Useless People's Choice. And his wife, Lori, is actually going to be there at the show and help present the award for that winner of that category. So it's pretty cool. I've got 5 other categories, and it's gonna be a good a good little bike show. I'm excited.
Yeah, and we've got some pretty cool vendors going to be there hanging out with us. Strip club choppers, they're going to be there, of course, feeding us. They're sponsoring one of the categories as well. We got Blue Copper, Chopper Works. We also
Blue
have
collar. Yeah, they you said blue copper.
Blue
Chopper.
Copper, no, Blue Chopper. Blue Collar Chopper Works, and then we have another one. You remember them all?
Yeah, so we got Denver Choppers, Blue Collar, Bike
Bike
Works,
Works.
and we've got Wood Power Sports here in Harrison and Northwest Arkansas. They are expanding, which is pretty exciting. We've got Strip Club Choppers, and then, of course, the Ornery One. And Baxter Insurance is actually sponsoring the actual bike show, and then all of the other ones I named are doing classification sponsors. And I've asked someone from those sponsors if they want to be present. We would love to have them to help present the award for that classification. So something kind of cool. I just want to, like I said earlier, involve everyone and yeah, get as many people on board as possible because I mean we've got the best riding here. The Ozarks, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
I love it.
they've
And plus
got
I'm biased.
they've got tons of guided rides as well that's going to be going out. So if you're here, and if you haven't got their pamphlet, you can go to ridetheozarks.com, and they will send you a free pamphlet, and it'll show you our rides that they've mapped out. So you've heard me talk about this before, but it's really cool how everything's mapped out. So those rides, some of those rides will be featured in the guided rides if you're here and you want to go on one. And Steph and I will be set up there as well. We'll have Maxwell House over the chopper and the old Road Glide. It'll be there. We'll have a little booth set up. You can come by and buy merch, get a free sticker there, and meet us and hang out. Another really cool thing that is going on too is Rainwater. So Rainwater is an attorney, a local attorney here for motorcycle injury, and they are giving away an OCC bike, Paul Senior designed. So they have that. It will be there. The bike itself, it's a badass bike. They had it down in Hot Springs. I got to see it firsthand. But the crew is going to be set up there at Ride the Ozarks with that bike, so you can have a chance to go by and check it out and enter to win that motorcycle. Looking forward to some upcoming events with them as well.
Yeah, and then we also have a local tattoo artist going to be set up at the rally. We've got some leather folks, we've got some patch folks, we've got several different groups, riding groups that are going to be present, so it's pretty cool. I'm excited for it.
Lead us.
Oh yeah, and the leaders, of course, and I mean, of course, food, amazing food. So pretty cool. I'm excited about it.
Absolutely.
But then, like right after that, at the end of October is going to be the rally over in Mountain Home.
Right.
If you guys are still in the Ozarks or if you live here, definitely check out that too. Joanna is actually, she's got Baxter Insurance. She's the one that actually sponsors the actual bike show for the rally. So she's got her rally at the end of October over in Mountain Home, which is going to be a fun little ride.
Yeah, we'll be over there as well. There'll be some other things that we'll be posting about what we're going to be doing and where we're going to be. There's some logistics going to be worked out at the first of next week that we're working on. Some exciting, cool news.
And another thing. So not only does Ride the Ozarks have the free riding pamphlet, Arkansas Motorcycle Tourism does too. If you guys don't know already, we are the Arkansas ambassadors for motorcycle tourism, which is pretty cool. Love our state, of course, but they put out a riding guide also that covers the whole entire state. It's pretty neat if you guys have not seen it before. It has all different types of rides. Do you remember how many?
29, I believe.
Yep, 29. So we are actually going to take a few of those rides that we've rode that we absolutely love and pick 5 things on that route. It's called 5 on the Ride, and we're going to talk about 5 different points that we like on those rides. So if you guys have not rode Arkansas before, There's tons of information and rides that are already planned out.
They've done really well with that. So we'll be in there. So that's what we're doing right now, working on 5 of those rides, 5 top places for the Ornery One that they'll publish in there, and you can see our thoughts on where to go. And some of the places I don't know if they're going to let me talk about, but because we get in some pretty crazy places around here. Have a lot of fun.
It's our
It's home.
Yeah, it's what we love, and
absolutely. We had a great time over there at Eureka, guys. Eureka will be over there tomorrow. We'll be talking more about that too. If you're in Eureka, you know, you can go check out Eureka Springs Harley Davidson there. They've got a lot of things coming up as well with the Rally Off 86. There's going to be some announcements coming up pretty soon. Big things going on there with the Johnsons. Johnsons are the ones who built and keep that place a homegrown, an amazing venue over there. I mean, you go over there to buy a motorcycle, but you find yourself at home with a new family. I mean, it's worked out really good for us. But they're going to be doing a whole lot more with the Rally Off 86. They are the Rally Off 86. We're going to be trying to tie in a lot more as well across the state here at the same time. So we'll be talking about that more as well. Super proud of it.
Yeah.
You want to catch up on comments?
Yes. I think I'll just go from the bottom up because it's kind of hard to figure out where I'd left off. You know.
Okay, about it.
GA Indian Rider, true inspiration, you too. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And Rusty Woods was like, just wanted to see my name pop up, so he commented, and so I replied to you, said, "Hey, it's your name."
Hey.
Hawkmock Moto Vlog, yes, he said, "Miss you guys. Hope you come back north, or I'll get to come down your y'all's way soon."
Why don't you come on down here?
I would love that. I had so much fun up north. So you guys know we went to Laconia Rally. And then went on up to Maine just to go get ice cream. And Hawkmock and Alex, I don't think he's on here tonight, but
and Hush Puppy.
Yeah, and Hush Puppy all met up with us. We rode up to the what's the ice cream place?
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's at ice cream.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah. That was great. Yeah, that was a good experience up there. I mean, this year we've been absolutely everywhere, guys. It's been a hell of a deal. Steph is going to be getting the rest of the videos out. Be patient because she's the only one doing it. She's the editor-chief and producer of absolutely everything we do. So she'll be getting those videos out.
You are the director of PR and BS.
I am a front man. Yes, I am. Yep. I'm bullshit. And public relations. That's what I do. I'm the dude that's at the front door talking, shaking hands.
Amy Roberts, hello. She says hello from Hot Springs. Hey, Hot Springs. Are you Hot Springs, Arkansas, or are you Hot Springs, Montana? I can't tell by your picture. And Roberts is a generic name, so it's not like coming straight to my mind. Like, yeah.
Both amazing places.
Oh, and Hawkmock says, I might have the addition when I come if the time is right.
I wasn't going to say that. But
I wasn't either because I didn't know if like you had done any announcements. But yeah, he may have the little addition, hint, hint, when he comes to visit.
A wee little ornery ass.
Yeah. Amy Roberts, yes, Arkansas.
All right. You home. Homegrown.
Yes.
Yeah. Hot Springs. What can you say about Hot Springs? Love the Ohio Club down there. Amazing place. Really enjoyed that. We had a great time hanging out there. They did a pretty good deal with the show down there at Hot Springs. They deserve a lot bigger turnout than they had, but you know, a lot of changes had gone on with the Hot Springs Rally down there. But the venue that they have set up there, where you can go into the Sena there, oh my gosh, climate controlled, comfortable, great big area. Which that's where we met Rainwater, where they had the OCC bike down there. That's just could be just, and then they shut the street off, you know, and they had it blocked off, had the stage out there, and then you could walk around and get a cup. You bought a cup where you could get alcohol and walk around in the gated community there, or gated streets.
Yeah.
So where it said
Yeah.
that. But they've got a good thing going on there. It does need to grow. They put a lot of work into it. We met them for a second there.
Yeah, okay, so now it all rings a bell. So Amy said, Hubs and I put on the Bike Fest. Thank you so much for clearing that up, because the name did not just come straight to my mind. But yes, very, very cool.
Right on.
Very cool.
We met for real quick there, but that rally down there has potential. I mean, the setting that they've got there, the bars, the stay, all walking distance, and that's what we're all about. You can have a good time, park that bike, and go drink your ass off and party, and it's all good. They have plenty of Uber, Lyft.
That's what I was going to say, because you guys know that we love to drink and we have fun, but we are not going to take our bike to a bar and then have a good time and then ride where we're sleeping. We don't do that. We are totally about Ubers, Lyfts, and taxis, and that's one thing that Hot Springs, Arkansas has. And it's good to see that when we're out. You know, we've been to those places where we get there and there's not any Ubers or Lyfts.
No, it's totally set up down there, guys. It's pretty legit. Like I said, you got your rides. There's a police presence there, but it wasn't overly handed. And I talked to a couple of officers down there, just cool as shit. But gonna be a great rally. It needs some attention. It needs some attention.
Yeah, and talking about that, Lyfts, Ubers, stuff like that. So at Ride the Ozarks here in the Ozarks next weekend, we do have free shuttle services. So the rally's going to take place at the fairgrounds, and we do have free shuttles to your hotels. There's several of them here in town.
And we got Lyft now, or is it Uber? A couple now?
I'm not for sure. Yeah, we do have individual. Like if we have a couple places that are going to be open later than the rally itself.
That's
taxis and Ubers and Lyfts are shuttle. There's always someone that can come pick you up if you're.
So my plan, and we're getting more involved with this rally, and of course Steph and I have been all over the country going to these different rallies. We're getting a pretty good feel on what we want and think that we all need. So we did have it down kind of off the square there in Harrison, and it was really a pretty setting, but it just wasn't right. So what we've done now is moved it up there to the fairgrounds. It's totally fenced in, so when you come in, you'll go through a fence, and there'll be people standing there on exit and entrance, so nobody can sneak alcohol in or take alcohol out. Okay? So you're going to be able to come in, park your bike, and go get you a beer, and you can walk around. You can walk around all the vendors and hang out with your beer. That's super cool. But what I want to say is very clearly, if you come up to the rally and you're going to enjoy yourself, you put that bike at the hotel or whatever it is, get that lift or get that ride over and enjoy yourself if you're going to take in more than you need or possibly could. It'll get away from you. But what I want to do is, if we can do it next year, have it to where we can camp in there. We have the place where it could, and it has happened. That just didn't happen this year. We'll be more heavily involved next year, so I'd like to see that happen. So if we rolled in, parked our bike, and have a tent, we can pitch it and go enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And another rally that comes to mind here at home that's pretty legitly the Snows are doing at Still Horse Rally there in Fort Smith. What they've done there is pretty tight as well. Now you can't walk around with your beverage, but you bar hop. But they've got that set up. It's all walking distance, double trees right across there. There's other hotels. Go put your bike up and go out and enjoy yourself. Let's be very clear that we want everybody safe when we're out here riding and enjoying it. So we can get up the next day and go have fun, not be sitting in the jailhouse. And that's the whole point,
is having fun. So
yeah.
Yes.
But once again, Hot Springs Rally, it needs more attention, and maybe next year we can showcase that a little bit more heavy. But we're working on some stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And like always, you guys come to the show on Saturday, October 9th, and you guys have suggestions or opinions or anything like that, let me hear them, because I've never organized a bike show. I've been involved with one, but I've never organized one. So I am all ears. I've tried to, involve as many people, make it fun, and
Well, there's a lot that we're doing.
it's a
Like
learning curve. So
like
we're
our
going to
ride,
see.
the ride that we put on last year, we had 113 bikes show up because they canceled Bikers and Barbecue, and nobody had anything to do, and there's nothing really set this year. We were at Picture at Harley Davidson. I think we had 40 something bikes show. It was perfect. We would have had more there, but the rally was huge. Just so much going on in that small space. So there's a lot of things that we're learning as we're going, as we all are. But that's one thing about it is if we don't know, we'll find out.
Yeah.
You know, we've been
Definitely.
finding out a lot, and we appreciate all you guys being patient with us because even on our social media and our YouTube, guys, we started 3 years ago, set a 3-year plan. We hit that 3-year mark this year, and we set our goals. And if we didn't set those goals, to be honest with you, we were just going to kind of go do something else. The motorcycle thing was going to just kind of be like, yeah, it was cool. We'll
Yeah.
still ride and enjoy
Yeah,
stuff.
still ride and stuff.
But it wasn't going to be our main focus on what we're doing with our life. But we hit those goals and surpassed those goals. We've set another 3-year plan. Everything's looking really well. So with saying that, we've been learning. We've been learning a lot about each other.
I didn't know how to use a MacBook 2 years ago, or a Mac, because I was more just like a PC, Windows, whatever. And yeah, so
How
there's a
many years
lot
ago?
of a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and it wasn't 5 years ago. I'd never even had a phone, a
And
cell phone. So,
like never edited videos before, really. I mean, we've had our YouTube channel for quite a while because we built this tiny house and we wanted to document the process, and so we did that just a little bit, you know, kind of threw some video footage together and uploaded it, but nothing like what we're doing now. So it's like it is seriously a learning curve. Like we're learning how to do everything from the ground up. And we're not like trying to present ourselves as like, oh yeah, we're experts and yeah, we're the king of moto vlogging and all that. We don't do that. We're learning. Bear with us because we were slow. Trout, are you guys finally home? Yes, we are.
so we're home. We got home for a split second. We went down to Hot Springs Rally, got back, then we got ready for Bikes Blues Barbecue. Then we got back next week. This last week, let's see, we got home Sunday, and then we started working on our rally here at home here in Harrison. So yeah, we are home. We'll be here for, like I said, this rally, Mountain Home Rally, and like I said, we may be doing some other things in the state. So we're home, but we're not going to be home much, which is great. But I miss my chickens and I miss my fish. See, I raise guppies. So I've got a whole tank set, different tanks over here, and I'm raising guppies. I sell them
I don't think a lot of people know that because, you know, we were during the rally off exit 86.
I know.
Talking to Red, which she has a great channel. She is a young lady that rides with her dad.
Red rides.
Yep. And documenting her rides and stuff like that. Super cool. But we were talking because she's kind of like, I don't know really what I should, you know, post. And riding season's almost, you know, closing. I was like, you know, really, and she dances. She's in ballet and all this stuff. I was like, you should document some of the dances y'all do and just kind of show that because everyone loves to know kind of like what else you do other than moto vlog. And so I was like, you know, and TJ, I mean, we don't really show it, but we do talk about it. But if you go and like look at the watch history on YouTube on our channel, it's all about guppies and all about fishes. And they were like, what?
Fishes.
Fishes. They were like, what? So weird.
Yeah, so
You're my fish guy.
being home, well, just fuck it, it's my channel. I guess I can talk about whatever I want. What I aspire to be. Well, we'll keep on doing our motorcycle thing. We got our beard company that we're working on and doing really well with it, Hillbilly Beards. Steph also has an Etsy store that she did after her brain tumor. We about lost her and got her back up on her feet. She needed to be rehabilitated and she needed something to do. So I've been a fabricator, but I bought her some punches. So she started punching, making jewelry, doing really cool shit. She started an Etsy store, Elements of the Oso, and she kicked ass. So that thing did really well. And then we started this motorcycle thing, and it's done really well. So we're kind of juggling around with all these things that we got our fingers into. But at the end of the day, when I get to the point where I can, I want to build an aviary, and in the aviary, I have different birds that I want to breed, and some really cool enclosed cages that they'll build flight cages. And then inside that, it'll be all closed in to where you'll walk around in it. It'll have a pond, which I've built a couple ponds now. We have one out here in our yard with a waterfall, and we've raised goldfish in it and plants. So I'll have one of those set up in there. Then I'll have some like button quail and different ground birds running around. So this, and I'll be able to raise birds, which I've done. Steph and I used to do that. It was called Gone to the Birds, and we raised birds from 2 to 3 days old, hand feed them out, finches to macaws. We did a lot of eclectus. So a lot of eclectus. We did
and little green cheek
green
conures.
cheeks. I think we had at one time, I'm probably lying here, but it was somewhere close to 70 baby green cheeks. So basically, you'd hand feed them with a syringe. You'd hand feed them, get done, get cleaned up, chill out, go back through and start feeding them again. So we sowed
and
those.
that only lasted for a little bit, of course, like when they're first newborn.
So
And we would feed every hour to hour and a half there at first, probably like the first 3 or 4 days. But yeah, once you get
step them up, it gets a
yeah.
little easier. And we did that until the economy tanked years ago when everything fell out. But we were having a lot of fun, and we were actually set up a little building. I got a building gave to me. We went in and redone it, insulated it, made it where we could hang cages inside of it, real big ass cages. And then we started putting pairs of birds together, and with nest box, and so a little things that we love, and just look forward to getting to a point in our life where I can kind of chill out and do that. But in the meantime, loving what we're doing. We would never. We've traveled the whole entire U.S. this year. We've hit all the states,
except for, of course, Alaska and Hawaii. But,
right.
so we've got a side chat going on here while you're talking. So you're the bearded tutu, just to let you know.
What?
So we were talking about Reds, and she does ballet. And I think Mike Myers was like, I want to see TJ do some ballet. And then someone else said, in a tutu. And then Mike was like, in a pink tutu. But then Desert Rose said, no, a purple one. So it's going to be pink and purple with glitter tutu.
Perfect. I love it. And the thing, we don't show this either, but Steph and I love New Orleans. I mean, we've talked about this, but when we first get together, we have friends in New Orleans. We go hang out in New Orleans. And we spent a lot of time down there. And for Fat Tuesday, we always got dressed up. Well, then we started going down there and just dressing up for the hell of it. So I will wear absolutely fucking anything to make somebody go, what the hell? I mean, I don't give a shit. I put makeup on, looked all like, we've gone Viking-ish looking. I've done.
I think I have a picture of one Mardi Gras. Well, I mean, I have a picture of us when we, maybe that should be our post, like reflecting on Mardi Gras. We'll post our pictures that we've got of us going to Mardi Gras. So one of us dressed up as Vikings, some little leather.
I only had a loincloth on.
And then one year it was during parade season, and I don't think it was Fat Tuesday. We stayed with Tara, and you wore, I think, a wig and an apron.
Yep.
And then I had like a purple wig.
You look badass.
Yeah, just some fun stuff, because it was like stuff that she just had, and of course you're going like over to the street to catch a parade, and of course everyone's dressed up, so yeah, it was just fun.
We absolutely love getting dressed up and being goofy.
Yeah.
And then going back to the ballet thing, so I played football and loved it. But I was having a little problem with speed and moving, agility. I actually took ballet for a little bit, and it helped me with balance. No shit. A couple of us did it, and it was cool. I sucked at it, but it did help. So I thought I'd share that.
That is cool.
Is it?
Yeah, that is cool. Very cool.
All the hot chicks are in ballet, though.
Jazz Taylor, freshwater or saltwater aquariums. So these are actually freshwater aquariums over here.
But We have pictures, and we did pico tanks.
We
So we
we've had 4 different saltwater tanks,
mm-hmm.
and not many fish, but coral.
Coral.
So coral tanks.
Yeah. Yeah,
reef tanks.
back in the day, before you had all these LEDs that are super badass, and you can get all the light spectrum that you need, and runs really cool. I run metal halos. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's the big ass bulbs, huge bulbs that put up a lot of heat. I set up my first tank, did a sump in the bottom with a skimmer, and had an RO system in the house, and ran a hose all the way over there, and had a top off system. Had to put fans in the vent hood or in the top hood.
That was back in the day before they made all of these LEDs and really cool lights.
You didn't know what that was, you know. So it was a lot of work, and and eBay was a thing then, like super huge. And I got to where I could put my jets right on some of these corals, and I can't remember the names of the corals, but I could get those corals to split onto other pieces of smaller rock that I'd put around in a coral, and I'd get them to part, and then I would sell those pieces on eBay, and I did that for a while. And it was cool. It helped pay because saltwater tank for us here at home, it's hard to do because there's not much around here. Now, if we lived down on the coast, I would have one because it's a lot more rare. You can get to this stuff. Here we have to travel. Honestly, it's been years ago, right after Steph's tumor, and we got her straightened up, and I put this together just to lift our spirits and get out of the house and go do something. I found all the saltwater stores, like the major saltwater stores from here all the way up in like St. Louis and back around to Kansas and back down here. We did a saltwater trip. So all the stores, we went to all the stores and hit all the stores. Visit with them, talked saltwater shit, looked at all their setups, and it was fun as hell. We had a blast. I should have documented a lot about that, but we do have a lot of pictures of our little Pico tank. We name everything. Its name was Yazi. So Yazi is an Indian name, which means small but mighty, or have
I think it was small, pretty girl.
Small, pretty, okay.
Yeah.
So that little tank was called Yazi. We had it set up, and I made a pipe that came out and hold this little, like, I think it was a 30-gallon, some awkward, like, spec or something. Had a little filter system on the side there, and put an LED light out, and we did really well with that. So we set it up as a little coral tank, and then we put a little, I forget which clownfish it was, but he was super cool. We did that. Yeah, we did that for some time, and like the test kits and learning coral, reading about them. Yep, I love it. I miss it. But this is all just freshwater guppies. That's like a 55-gallon tank there. There's beside it is a 2.5-gallon, then a 5-gallon, and up above there's a 20, and down below is another 10-gallon, and then like a 30-gallon tank. And I have them divided out. And what I'm starting to do is I don't buy any guppies. I got some guppies, and I got them healthy from the fish stores all over because I was just trying to get any colors I could get to make different colors. And got them all healthy, and then I just started raising them and then splitting off the colors, trying to get the color matches what I want. So those tanks have different colors in them, and they're grow-out tanks. And I really need to expand because I've got so many guppies now. I'm overpopulated. How the hell we get off on guppy talk? But anyway, comments, questions?
I know that when we started, we were gonna just keep everything pretty short tonight, just because we've got our hands in a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We wanted to share that stuff with you, and we've been on for just about an hour. Okay. We have not ate dinner, so we are going to wrap it up. I hate to say that, but we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I don't know how we got off on guppies, but we can talk. You can talk for hours about fish. Freaking love it. And animals. Animals in general.
My chickens were doing great, too.
Yeah. Defiant46 was saying, looks like you guys had an awesome trip. Next May, they're going to pull the pin on Texas and move back home to Montana. So can't wait to ride the big sky country again.
Oh my God, don't get me off on Montana.
We've got Gary W. End of the month. We're riding from Oklahoma City to Las Vegas to go to NHRA drag races over to Ottman, then up 93 out of Kingman. Very cool.
Hell yeah. Y'all just enjoy it, soak it all in. That's one thing Steph and I don't get to do like we want, because at the end of the day, like we were talking earlier, we're trying to capture all these moments on camera, make sure I'm talking, make sure I'm getting it out there, and I lose the experience somewhat because we're trying to make sure we get all our camera gear and everything right. And so enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Take it slow and enjoy your ride.
Yeah.
We need to do, we'll never do it. We're always documenting, but I cannot wait to get back up in Montana. I just want to go in Montana and stay a couple months. I love it. She's sexy.
Oh, here comes the rain.
Here comes the rain.
Okay, guys. Good to see everyone. I hope everyone has a great weekend. If you guys are members, we're going to be posting probably tonight about when our drawing's going to be. So we got to do some catching up with you guys. Probably be posting that on the Facebook Elite page. And if you guys are members and are not part of our Facebook Elite page, definitely join us there. There is a link for that page in the member section on YouTube. And then if you guys are interested, of course, we welcome you to join our memberships. We'd love to have you guys.
If you guys are thinking about merch or stickers, shirts, patches, anything like that, koozies, you can head over to the orneryone.com. We have all that stuff on there, plus some blogs and some other things as well. Real quickly, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in and chiming in. We want to give a big shout out to Pictrail Harley Davidson. Thank you guys so much. Y'all worked so hard last week and it showed. Thank you for Custom Dynamics, Legend Suspension, Memphis Shades, Rick Rack, Mustang Seats, and Sena. Ride the Ozarks, all you ornery ass members, and I hope I didn't leave anybody out. Next year is going to be a big fucking year. You guys hang on. We're going to be doing some crazy shit. You never know, Mexico. I may be saying you.
Maybe.
Oh, sweet Mexico. Can't get you off my mind.
All right, guys. Good night. Everyone have a good weekend. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you guys later.
That's right. Y'all stay ornery.